Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming with a gameplay video for you guys from our locals at Cool Comics and Games. On the left is me, and I am playing Shoto Mother Megazoo. And on the right is Jonathan, aka Moonrose. It's his debut at our locals. He moved over to our area, over in the Cape Coral area, and he'll be attending our locals from now on. You know, a member of the community. From online on Discord. Anyway, we're playing. I'm playing Megazoo. I want to give it a try. He is playing the Rock OTK deck. I do open Mother Shoto, and he opens with a Sonoriza, getting a search off, followed by a training. Grab a couple pieces. I will just play Memory Tie, put him back to 1. I have a blocker Mother going on. He's going to promote his Gatsumon X. Oh, nope. He's not promoting Gatsumon X up. He's just going to go ahead and play it close in the back. The Rock deck does have a lot of OTK potential, does a lot of big damage, utilizes its sources. I'm just going into the Medieval Gallant. I will give it Piercing with the Shoto, because it is a Vortex Warrior too. Attacking with Vortex, blah, blah, blah. The timing with one Shoto on the first turn is a little weird. I can't end with it unsuspended, but I suspended both things, played it. I opted not to use his when Digivolving effect to delete, so I could swing in with Piercing and get that quick 2 checks with Piercing Alliance and Vortex. Pretty good combo synergy with Shoto and Medieval Gallant, if you ask me. But now he's going to swing over my boy, thinking about what sources he wants to strip. No piercing, but he does just get over my guy, which is fine. I already got the 2 checks in. I did call this Megazoo because I do feel it is less of a control deck and a lot more of a... it has an aggressive presence now. But you just have to be okay with losing big bodies or slamming over a lot of memory or just a ton of overflow, because there are a ton of Blast Digivolutions and Ace Digimon in this deck. Some Blast Digivolutions you can't really utilize, as they are Blast DNA and you don't run the DNA components, but you still will give up the memory for the powerful effects, such as the Mastamon Ace to recur bodies, or the Ragnalordmon Ace to become an unaffected body or just trash a security. So here we do block just to get the draw. Not sure if he just wanted that in the trash or just overlooked it. It was his first time in event with the Rock deck. Only played a handful of games beforehand. I believe this is round 2. I typically don't record round 1s of these local events, unless they're a matchup that I know is going to be particularly interesting. So here we just continue to recover, putting on the Magna Angemon, all the way from BT1, still somewhat relevant, still getting played at least. And here he's building up his stack again. Honestly, not sure what the game plan would be with a deck like this. I have a lot of 1500s in my deck, so just going into security without jamming could be rough. Even if you bait the attack with Mother, here comes the Ace Digivolve from the Shadow Seraphi. De-Digivolving. We are going to swing. Putting him at 0 security. And we're just going to drop a Death X to wipe the board. Passing over a ton of memory, but I'm sitting on a huge board. So he will be able to build up some stuff. But without Rush, he just won't really be able to swing. And with a blocker Mother, as well as just a Death X at the end of his turn, will pop the lowest thing. So he's got to end on, you know, ideally something that he wants out that could stop me from attacking, as well as something small. He does get to de-digivolve and get that Ace overflow. Here he's tanking for a moment. We are going to see the... Oh. Going into the Metal Seedramon, which will bottom deck one of the angels, and then Death X will kill and we'll swing for game. Just going through the motions, learning the deck. On his side, it was a rougher start for him, as I did get to establish a pretty big board pretty quickly. And again, his deck does just rely on taking, you know, 2 or 3 security at a time at the 12 to 1400 range, and my security can be bigger than that very often, as the Mega Zoo deck is running a ton of big DP Digimons. Here he starts off with that training, rookie in the back, of course. I do open Shoto to put him to 1. He does get to go to close, which is really strong. Up into that Gogma, we are going to push up the Mother and slam down the Magna Anja Ace. Recovering up to 6. Does give DP minus as well, but not enough to kill it, and it only lasts the turn, so it is irrelevant here. There I do joke about blocking. We're just having some table banter, and then I do blast instead to return to his hand and recover 1. We're going to swing in, playing a Magna Angemon, going to a ton of security there. He's going to climb again. Be able to de-digivolve, get that overflow, of course. Play the Sun Riza. Be able to search out a Tamer and a Piece. Evolve, play that close, go into Gogma. Adding a source using the close's effect. End of turn, adding some more sources. I'll be able to push up Mother. We're going to evolve to a Seraphi to bounce. We are going to swing 8k. We live. Swing the 12. We live. And we're going to Heavens that boy off the field, giving one of the Mothers blocker. Here we're going to see that Landramon come down, evolve up, using the close to add pieces. And here you can see the utility of the deck, how you'll be able to kind of, once you get the pieces once, you kind of have your pick of the litter. He does get to de-digivolve and gain that overflow back. Thinks about swinging. I remind him I do have a blocker. He's like, oh yeah. And then he just evolves on the back instead. He's going to build up more pieces back there. Right here I go to another Seraphi to bounce again. We're going to take a swing, take another swing. None of these aces dying. I wouldn't mind the overflow being the thing that passes the turn in some of these cases, but here I am passing him tons of memory. But I also have 3, 6, 9, 11 security. I don't feasibly know how he gets through this before I find another way to hit him for 1 damage. I mean, his deck does give him blocker in some instances for sure. So here he gets his Shadow Seraphi. So he does have 2 blockers up, I believe, with the Inheritables and Shadow Seraphi. And another blocker there for my 3 bodies. So here it's just thinking about how I swing. I'm going to swing with the Magna. He will block. We're going to swing with this other Magna. He will block in -3 from my ace. And we will suspend it and that to go into the medieval, which will pop the Shadow Seraphi. I'll gain memory back. And we're going to just pass turn to Vortex into that with the Alliance. Why not? Giving a different mother blocker. And then once it's on play resolves, we do pop it, and that is game. So thank you guys for watching. I did just want to show a little bit of gameplay of the mineral deck. While it doesn't have a good matchup into a deck like this, I do think that it has a lot of really good utility into just a big punch power. Just unfortunately against the Mega Zoo deck, it doesn't punch a lot. I also did want to showcase the Mega Zoo deck because I do think that Medieval Gallant really is that missing piece for a deck like this to exist and get a niche where it's not just reactive, but you do add that pressure with the ability to control the board and be aggressive. So I do want to delve into the Mega Zoo Shoto Mother deck a little bit more because I think it's super interesting and can be very rewarding. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!